Oh boy. TCGTV.
You're on mute.
Hello there, and we are live. See ya, guys. See, I'm very sorry, man. Technical difficulties. Yeah, see, I got elephants in the room. That's why the whole technicalities is just, shaking like some thunder is just around here. Yeah, see ya, guys. I got legends for you down here today. Yeah, see, I'll start with my special
Yeah.
guest today. See, no other person. Yeah, from Sackers and TV. See, you know this guy. Yeah, flawless. You welcome, my brother, man. How you doing, man? Talk to these people.
Hey, man, first and foremost, big up for having me. Much appreciated, man. So thank you for reaching out. It is good to be here. So large up to you. Big up to FX as well. Large up the chat. And looking forward to the show, man. Looking forward to the show.
Mm. See, guys, yeah, I have no other person than my Niger brother himself, yeah, guys. See, no other person than FX from Chelsea Football Club. See, guys, big ups to you, FX,
Mm.
man. Welcome to the show.
Nice one, Tony. It's a pleasure to be on TCGTV. Big ups, flawless. Thank you for the intro as well. Thank you for reaching out, and it's a pleasure to be here. And looking forward to how this show goes down. Let's be easy. We're debutants, yeah.
Mm. Yeah, sure. See, guys, yeah, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Yeah, we'll touch on these clubs one by one. See, the first person to take this chop, yeah. First of all, it's not a person than flawless. See, yeah, flawless. Yeah, I'm surprised you got that Manchester United jersey just around the corner around you, man. You're on an Arsenal channel for crying out loud. See, we have to talk about this. Yeah, take us through what
Come.
happened in that matchup on Sunday, man. Losing 3 goals to 1, man. How did that happen? See, yeah, the stats actually out there, yeah, is
Mhm,
in 10 meetings, yeah,
mhm,
against London sides in
mhm,
London, Manchester United have lost 6, yeah,
mhm,
drawn 3, and actually they've won just once actually against London teams in the last 10 matches. Yeah,
mhm,
of course, the last match against Arsenal made it 11 since you found no joys. Yeah, actually
mhm,
in London town, and even apart from that, yeah, uh, against Arsenal, you've conceded 3 goals. Yeah, in three
mhm,
different meetings in those 11 losses you've lost in London.
mhm.
See, yeah, take us through what happened in that matchup because I knew you were bigging up your chest, thinking that you were going to come down to the Emirates and get some points out of there. But man, flawless, man. Talk to these people. Talk to these people,
In
man.
regards to why I've got the shirt, is because, like, first of all, I'm United through and through. So wherever I'm at,
Mhm.
whether I'm on my own channel, a fellow Manchester United, another Manchester United fan channel, Arsenal, Liverpool, Leeds, City, whoever, I'm gonna rep my set in it. That's my flag. I'm gonna rep the set all the time. In
Mm.
regards to me being confident, I was not beating on my chest. I said draw. And that was more in hope
Okay.
than expectation. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Mm.
very level. I'm fully aware of where this team is at. This is why I'm more
Mm.
critical of it the most. As much as I love my football club, that's why I will be so honest and will be so critical. So like I said, I didn't predict a win going into this game. I said draw. And like I said, draw, and that was more in hope than expectation. You mentioned our poor away record. I've seen this team enough away from home to know when the going gets tough, they'll chuck it in. However, in this game, I don't have too many issues with the performance because that's what obviously I wanted us to get a result. But the main thing I was looking at was like, especially after the Spurs game and us being so poor away from home, in particular against big sides, I said, put in a performance. Don't just go to Arsenal and roll over. And for the most part, we did that. The manager set us up in a way to get something from the game. The team implemented it. We kept Arsenal's better players quiet. Saka was quiet. Martinelli was quiet. Odegaard minus the goal was quiet.
Nah. Martinelli
What do you mean,
wasn't
nah?
quiet. Come on, brother.
So
Come on,
okay,
brother.
all right.
Quiet. It was actually,
he wasn't quiet.
It was actually the routes through which Arsenal was actually making
Okay,
runs.
so all right,
Saka
so
was blocked. Quite
okay,
right.
so
I get
no.
that,
So Martinelli on a
Martinelli
scale of zero.
wasn't.
Okay, so Martinelli on a scale of 0 to 10, what do you rate? What do you give him as a match rating?
I'll give him like 6.
That's
I'll give him a
quiet.
6.
That's above average. That's quiet. Again,
I'll
stop.
give him a 6.
No. Tony, stop thinking. Tony, stop thinking I'm taking. Tony, yeah, stop.
Also.
Tony, stop thinking I'm taking shots. That's not a shot when I say we kept him quiet. Like, stop,
Okay.
like, relax. That's not me taking a shot. You just said he's a 6. That's above average. That's quiet. Because if your entire team and manager performed for above for a 6 for the entire season, you'd want them out. What are we talking about here? 6s don't get you anything. Martinelli don't perform at a 6 normally. Neither does Saka, who was lower than that. So just because I said they were kept quiet doesn't mean they was bad. They were just kept quiet. And in terms of that, what did Martinelli create? He didn't create too much. So back to the point I was making anyway. Saka was quiet. You Arsenal fans, man, so sensitive. Saka was quiet. Martinelli, you man are sensitive, man. You won the game. Why are you man so sensitive? Yeah, you won the game. You man always think I'm taking shots. That's not a shot. You said he was a 6 out of 10. That's above average. That's quiet. Like, FX, tell me if I'm wrong. Am I wrong?
No, FX.
Real talk, Lawless. Real talk.
Like, if Martinelli performed a 6 out of 10 the entire season, you would be criticizing him in the end of season review, saying he didn't do in the full season.
I think Martinelli, out of all the attacking players, was the only one that
he was the better one. That doesn't mean that he didn't cause Wan-Bissaka problems at times. Yeah,
no. But initially you said Saka. Initially you said Saka and Martinelli.
Yeah, they were both fairly quiet.
They were both together, and I felt that Martinelli had a more better game overall than Saka.
I didn't score. No. I didn't score them both together. I just said they were both kept quiet. Was Martinelli better than Saka?
Let the man make his point.
But they were both exactly. Thank you. They were both kept quiet. You Arsenal fans, you lot won the game, man. It's okay, man. Your star boys got kept quiet by our fullbacks. I know the whole conversation leading up to that point was, they're gonna do this, that, and the third. It didn't happen because Dalot and Wan-Bissaka defensively are pretty much decent. So yeah, like I was saying, Saka, Martinelli, and Nketiah, Odegaard minus the goal were kept fairly quiet. And I know our attack's terrible. So the fact that we didn't create too much doesn't surprise me. We scored 58 league goals last season. I already know what this attack's saying. Take Rashford out of it, it don't offer too much. But we scored a goal from a moment of brilliance from Eriksen, a moment of brilliance from Rashford, and then you seen where the issues lie. Them first 2 goals we give up to Arsenal were absolutely disgraceful. There's no way you should concede 2 goals like that. And I've seen this team do that before in regards to you just score. Okay, let's keep it tight for 5 to 10 minutes. And you concede straight away from kickoff. That's nothing to do with patterns of play. That's nothing to do with tactics. That's nothing to do with style. That's just basic being switched on. That's just basic professional. Like, we're going to lock in and concentrate. And I've seen this team do that before. This is why I would sell the vast majority of them if I could. I banged on about this all summer. When people ask me, why can't Manchester United do this, that, and the third? Because I said our team's not very good. The second goal, I called it. On my watch-along, you can go and watch it. As soon as Arsenal got that corner, I said, yeah, we're going to concede here. Because I've seen this team chuck it in before. And that goal's unforgivable because Arsenal have got a corner and Rice is able to bring it down, wind up, and take a shot. Why is that? Why is that unable to happen? And what's crazy is it happened in the first half. Because then Nketiah did the exact same thing. Where a corner came in for Arsenal and Nketiah brought it down, and I think he either shot or passed and it got blocked or intercepted. But that's unacceptable. The third goal, you get caught. So that's what happened. We gave away 2 sloppy goals, and you can't give away 2 sloppy goals that are just so easy. We did the same against Nottingham Forest. The difference is against Nottingham Forest, they're not as good as Arsenal. So we were able to come back and win that match. But you can't gift away goals like that to teams like Arsenal. You're going to lose matches because we should have got something from that game. But I know what this team's like.
Yeah, see, I hear you, man. But FX, man, I'll bring you into this argument. Of course, we're talking Man United first. See, yeah, Flawless just said give away. Note that key phrase: give away, give away, give away. When will these guys, take responsibility, for their team and just say, hey, our defense isn't good enough. Yeah, it's a more better phrase, than saying we gifted it away. Giving it away means that, oh, my back four is actually quite good. My back four is actually quite nice, but we just gave the goal off anyway. Yeah. So that argument, I think, is a little bit kind of flawed in a way.
Yeah,
Because
I think
really
well,
don't
he's
think they
flawless
gave it
now.
away.
So
I really think that they have a problem.
So let me respond to that.
But that,
again, but that's in isolation. But no. But that's in isolation. Saying the defense is not good enough overall is a complete different conversation to in the actual game. That's why I said specifically about that game. In that game, you create minus the Havertz shot. There was the Havertz air shot and the Saka one he should have scored. You lot didn't create anything. So again, it's not me not giving you credit. When I say we gifted you goals, you still had to take advantage of those goals. That goes without saying. But I'm talking as a Manchester United fan from a Manchester United perspective. So when I say we gifted you the goals, of course you have to take them. That's me criticizing the team. Did I not just say it was disgraceful, them 2 goals? Did I not just say it was unforgivable?
I hear you. I hear you, Flawless. But did you gift Nottingham Forest 2 goals in 4 minutes?
Yes, we did. Yes, I legit said that. That doesn't mean they don't take, again, you taking that like it's a shot. That doesn't mean they don't take full advantage of it. But we did gift them 2 goals.
Taking shots.
You know I'm saying
I just want to jump in, fellas.
Yeah. Go on. This
Man,
guy thinks I'm taking
sorry,
shots, man.
I'm sorry,
you Arsenal
Flawless,
fans,
man.
man.
See, Flawless, I'm sorry. This is real talk, so I make it a little bit kind of heated in a way. Maybe if we met in a more friendlier show, it would have been different.
It's cool, man. I know
real
that.
talk,
I know
man.
what you like, man. You Arsenal fans are a sensitive bunch.
Okay, so you
know what I'm saying? But yeah,
that's normal for Arsenal fans, man.
Yeah, facts, man.
They always do that, but still, I think the second goal that United conceded from the corner, Declan Rice, wasn't entirely, like gifting, in my opinion. It was more of being tactically aware and defensively, solid as well. Gabriel impeded and made sure Johnny Evans couldn't, get a blocking to quickly narrow down that chance that Declan, because Declan had time to, I think he had to put the ball on his chest and the volley, right? Yeah. So Gabriel, if you go back to the replay from that, you see Gabriel impeded, and even Ten Hag spoke about it.
Impeded,
he held him down, and that's all part of defending. Sometimes referees most times see it, and sometimes they don't, And unfortunately, the referee didn't see this one, and it should have been a foul on Johnny Evans. But sometimes it's the Premier League; they're not giving. It's okay. And United also has enjoyed a good number of calls in the past too, especially against Wolves, for example. That was a penalty, the Onana collision with the Wolves striker. You get me? So
yeah, exactly.
It all adds up. Yeah, it all adds up one way or the other. So I just think in terms of that, and also you guys lost your key defenders. You lost Lindelof and Martinez. So you're now going with your 4th and 5th choice in Johnny Evans.
5th and 6th. Yeah, I hear you on that.
Typically, wouldn't have played Maguire.
Is that where we going to? Is that where we going to right
That's
now?
my opinion. That's my opinion. I'm trying to let him know.
FX, no, it's not an excuse.
The excuse out there.
I'm trying to let him know that
it's not an excuse.
No.
That's not an excuse. That's the facts of the matter. But bear in mind, I did not mention that. I didn't mention VAR.
I'm the one saying it.
Yeah, FX said that. I didn't mention VAR once. I didn't mention the fact that it was our 5th and 6th choice centre backs out there because we should have defended better. We should have defended better for that second goal.
Yes,
that is outrageous defending. That's nothing to do with the level of player that's out there. If our under 18s were out there, I wouldn't expect them to concede them 2 goals in which they conceded. They are unforgivable. You cannot gift up
Yeah,
opportunities to a team like Arsenal because you will lose football matches. Don't get mistaken. The first Arsenal goal was a
especially
great
third.
team goal,
So
but
excuse.
it should not have
Mm,
happened. We should have stopped that. Is the point I'm making? That's on us. That's not taking credit
mm.
away from Arsenal. You should never concede after just scoring. Never. Bring your
Yeah,
man down.
yeah.
Foul. Break up play.
I
That's
hear
all I'm
you. I
saying.
hear you. I hear you, flawless. I hear you, flawless. But flawless, yeah, because what I'm hearing in
Mhm.
the media right now, yeah, I'm just hearing excuses, yeah,
Of course.
excuses. Many Man United fans are saying, "Hey, see, we didn't have Maino, we didn't have Ahmad down
Mhm.
there. Martinez was injured. Of course, you have an infirmary right now, yeah. Lindelof off, of course. Varane off, of
Mhm.
course. But again, see, yeah, if all these guys did come to London, yeah, do you think the results would have been different? Mind you, you've lost against Tottenham Hotspurs this season. Yeah, you
Mhm.
conceded 2 goals in 4 minutes against
Mhm.
Nottingham Forest, and
Mhm.
those guys are definitely relegation battlers this season. Definitely, they will get to that point, right? See, do you think the results would have been different in any way if
Pot-
Varane was there, if Lindelof
Potentially,
was there?
potentially, because the players you mentioned are our better players, and we struggle sometimes with our best 11, and our best 11 and first choice 11 isn't the greatest. So when you start looking into our squad depth, yeah, so if you put better players out on the pitch, do you get more? Are you more than likely to get better performances and get better results? Yes, but I don't use that as an excuse, because that team was good enough to get something from that game, and we should have got something from that game, and we didn't because of poor defensive. But I mean, because of the way we gave away them 2 goals, being poor defensively. That's on us. I don't blame anybody else. I don't blame injuries. Notice I don't blame. I didn't mention injuries. I don't mention VAR. You know why? Because you have over 100 minutes to determine to impact the outcome of that football match. And we was well within that game at 1-1 in the 96th minute or 95th minute. We should have got a draw.
Mm,
That's on the team. I don't blame Arsenal. I don't blame this guy on the wind up. You already know TJ. I don't blame Arsenal. I don't blame VAR. That's on us. You know what I'm saying? I
I
don't.
get that.
I put it on the team.
I get that. See, FX here. I want you to come down here. Yeah. See, FX. Just look at this
Yes, boss.
holistically. Yeah. I know you're a Chelsea fan. Yeah. We'll come into your story. Yeah, because your story a full bucket plenty. Yeah. So we'll still get down to that. But see, look at
Mhm.
Manchester United. Look at that team. Yeah. Does that team look like a team that's going to get top three this season? Does that team look like a team that has squad depth? Does that team look like a team that will go to the heart of AC Milan and beat AC Milan up right now as we're talking? Do you think that kind of team will go to Real Madrid right now in the Champions League and actually fight for their place in the Champions League? In the, let's say, maybe in the round of 16, does that team, even with the depth they brought in, of talking of Amrabat and Rasmus, see, yeah, Rasmus, good striker. I saw some of his movement down there. But you know what? Yeah, he's only a striker from Atalanta, 32 games in the Serie A with just 9 goals. Do you think that depth is enough for them to go into this season and come out with something? Do you look at them as that top three kind of team this season with the way they play?
Well, I mean, 4 games in week. I don't typically judge a lot of teams that way, but yeah, the way they started this season has been a bit funny. But the same way they started last season too under Ten Hag. They started poorly. They lost to I think Brentford and Brighton.
Yeah, I give them that.
They were bottom. Yeah, they were bottom of the league, and they still made top four. You know, they were third, and yeah, their additions this season I hasn't been great per se, but I also think they've added good players. Before the show started, myself and Flores were talking about Mason Mount, for example, and I think Mason Mount was a very good addition because I didn't want him to leave Chelsea. I really wanted Chelsea to resign or give him a new contract, and because he's a Chelsea boy, man. Mason is our boy, you know. But eventually we found out he wasn't part of the
I
project
doubt
anymore.
I
And then
doubt
there was
flawless would think. I doubt flawless would think in the same way you're thinking.
yeah,
Actually,
he
Yeah,
doesn't
we
think so
discussed it
too. But
beforehand.
yeah,
We
yeah, yeah.
discussed it
yeah,
before.
yeah, he doesn't think so too. But I mean, I think he's still a good addition. It takes time for players like Mason Mount to gel into the team. What role is he meant to play? If you really want to get the best out of a player like Mason Mount, you should play him as a central midfielder or an attacking midfielder that has defensive responsibilities, more like a
Yeah.
box-to-box midfielder. He loves arriving
Mm.
in the box well, and he has a pass on him on every now and then. But aside that, let's not pick on particular players. United, can they make top four this season? I don't think so too. I said it on Tunnel TV on Sunday after the Arsenal United game that I'm not too sure you
Yeah.
can because of the additions. I thought United was going to go for Harry Kane, for example. They didn't. Rasmus, Højlund, yeah, we saw the movement. He's tall, he's
Yeah.
big, he looks
You
fast
had
too,
movement. Yeah.
you know, so he might be something, but United needs more of that of an outlet. It's just him and Marshall, and Marshall looks done in my opinion. I think
Mm.
Solskjaer also messed them up, really giving contracts to a number of players. That's why they're still there. But Ten Hag has tried to an extent. He has gotten rid of players like maybe not getting rid, but he's been able to sell off Fred and the likes, and of course we know the story about Cristiano Ronaldo. But yeah, United squad depth, I don't think so. Amrabat, very good signing that he will complement Casemiro for sure. Casemiro is being overworked now. You could see that against Arsenal yesterday and also against Spurs. Bissouma took him for a ride, in my opinion. And I think the man is a bit overweight
Mm.
as well, But besides that, United, just I feel just didn't add enough quality to this squad, and rightly
To
so.
the squad, right?
Flawless is you can tell, and he's already shook, and you can tell that his team's his team might not even win particular games, the big games. So yeah, that's that's
Mm.
that's that's how I
Mm.
see it. I
Yeah.
feel
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
reminiscent of
Yeah. Yeah.
of
I
Chelsea
get
last
you on that.
season.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Of course, Chelsea is our next topic. But again, Flawless still have to answer to some stuff down here. Yeah, see, Flawless, yeah, came
Yeah.
out in the news today. Anthony, yeah,
Mhm.
Anthony in another domestic, abuse, whatever is going on.
Mhm.
Can Manchester United catch a break? Just last weekend, yeah, um, your coach came out, yeah.
Mhm.
This is one of the most unprofessional. You know what? Yeah, I do respect Eric Ten Hag. Yeah, but
Mhm.
this must be one of the most unprofessional answers I've ever seen in my life from a coach. It was asked about Sancho and what's up
Mhm.
with him, and then of course, he answered. He said, "Hey, you know what? Yeah, Sancho isn't doing quite well in training. I
Mhm.
have never seen a coach come out and just voice those type of words out for his choice player who you brought in for big amount of money. Guys, Deji Spores has just walked into the room. Guys, you know
Hello,
what's
Deji.
coming. The Arsenal Slayer is down here. The Tottenham Van Helsing. Let's go act as if the elephant in the room didn't just walk in. Deji, we'll come straight right to you later on. But Flawless needs to, sing his out how on this one. So, what do
I'm
you
easy.
think,
I'm
Flawless,
I'm
man?
easy.
Two
Big up, big
questions
up
in
to
one.
big up to Deji. And I don't know your age, Tony, but if I know you're of a certain age to have seen
Big up
managers call
Deji.
people out. This ain't the first time. But I like how you're adding the extra sauce on it. Like I've never seen something so despicable. I know you've seen other managers. You can't kid a kid or you've heard and seen other managers criticize players publicly. So let's not do that. Joke, man. You know what I'm saying? I can see you can't kid a kiddo.
Mm,
I see the bullshit a mile off.
mm,
But in regards to what he said, about Sancho, I'm never a fan of it. I've said that from early, even before this. I've said it countless times. I'm not with
mm,
managers publicly criticizing their own players. Criticize in-house, criticize privately. But in regards to criticizing
mm,
publicly, he didn't need to do that. Now, is he right in his criticism of Sancho? Guess what? I don't know. And none of us know because we don't know in regards to training. I've seen people mention that. Oh, I'm with Ten Hag. Jadon Sancho's definitely training bad. How do you know that? You're not at
mm,
training. So you can't stay that. And on the flip side of people, seen people say, oh, I'm with Sancho. Ten Hag's just unfairly criticizing him, unfairly targeting him. He's putting it in training. Again, how do you know? People really don't know what they don't know in regards to that. So yeah, that's where I'm at with it from that aspect. Ten Hag, I would have preferred him to have not. You could have easily just said tactical reasons. You could have said tactical reasons and that kills his
mm,
dead. And with Sancho responding, even though I don't disagree with, even though I don't agree with it, I understand where he's coming from. Because if that's me and I'm a professional footballer and I know my character and my manager calls me out publicly, I'm going to say something publicly. So I can't criticize him for responding in the manner in which I would respond. Whether people think it's unprofessional or not, couldn't care less. Because I know I would respond in that manner. Once you call me out publicly, it's fair game. It's fair game. So that's how I look at it with it. But they'll sort it out. They probably already have had clear the air talks and got to some form of conclusion. But Sancho should have been moved on in the summer anyway. Like, this is Manchester United failing to prepare. Sancho should have been. You mentioned Sancho being brought in for big money. Let's not forget, Sancho wasn't signed by Eric Ten Hag. And if Sancho was elsewhere, Eric Ten Hag wouldn't bring him in because he's not his type of player. Again, no fault of Ten Hag's, no fault of Sancho's. But that's Manchester United failing to prepare. That's why he's still here. He should not be here. We should have moved him on.
Definitely, ladies and gentlemen, Flawless is in the building. Yeah, that's why I reached out to this brother. See, yeah, guys, Deji Spores is in the building. Deji Spores, just before we go to FX Chelsea Football Club, yeah, guys, that's a big one. I can't wait to listen to my brother, yeah, from the motherland, FX. But you know what? Just before you get down there, yeah, Deji Spores, Manchester United. I told you that we're going to slap these guys up, yeah? In London. They've not won in London in 10 games. Arsenal made 11 games. They just paused. When we were on our show, I told you that this was going to happen. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
This was what happened. What do you think? And, of course, you've heard Flawless message down here, yeah? What do you think, too, about that, too?
First and foremost, I just want to say big up to Flawless. I always love listening to you, bro. You know, you're just a man of reason and you make sense. And FX is always a pleasure to see you. And when you do the Chelsea segment, you already know what's coming. In relation to the game, Tony, there's no way you can start shaking your bum violently on this stage because let's just be real. If Garnacho's goal was a goal, you man lose that game. There was a period of time in that second half where Man United made a number of changes, and I thought Man United did all right because I didn't give Man United a hope in hell. I'm not going to lie to you. I looked at Casemiro, I looked at Eriksen, and I looked at Fernandes, and I counted. You know, I'm not very good at maths, but them man looked like 121 years old. So I didn't give them a chance in hell to do anything against the Arsenal team. But then them man tried. The one thing I'm going to give Arsenal credit for, they say the game is not over until it's over. And literally, I was listening at the 94th minute or something like that, where Gary Neville was talking about this is the new rule now. It's like an extra game, this kind of the whole World Cup added time. And then, bloody hell, Arsenal pull off a miracle in added time. Had that been normal, the normal 2-3 minutes added time that we got last season, that game's a draw. Let's just be real. That game ends 1-0 and we say, you know what, it's probably a fair result. But with the extra 6-7 minutes, the extra 4 minutes, 7 minutes extra, it was too long. It was too long for Casemiro, who's overweight. It was too long for certain men. But I feel like Eric Ten Hag, you know, there are some games in football where it's not really down to the manager. It's just down to it is what it is. For 93 minutes.
It is what it is.
For 93 minutes, it was a draw. And then Declan Rice. Imagine Declan Rice controls the corner with his chin, like he's the nutcracker. Do you get what I'm saying? He controls the ball with the chin. Yeah. And he takes a shot that could have gone anywhere, it happens to go in. And then, you know, we saw what Jesus did. Great composure. Manuel trying to get the last.
Yeah. Jesus, scratching
3-1 flatters you, but
really
and truly,
that's what I want to see. That's what I want. But
really and truly, I will say this to you, Tony. This is my last bit. I've been hearing a lot of Arsenal fans shake their bum violently about you guys are the natural challengers to Man City. I did not see that. I did not see natural challenges to City on Sunday. I saw a team struggling with a midfield of Christian Eriksen and Casemiro. Any team that is struggling
When Manchester United came back
is
against
dusty.
Nottingham Forest, Manchester
Dusty.
United, the next big story,
Dusty,
they come back
dusty,
second time.
dusty.
Yeah. See, when it comes to
Martinelli,
Arsenal, we hear all this different alternate
bruv,
realities.
I'm worried.
Yeah, but
I'm
when it's
worried
Manchester
about your
United
team.
that comes back, Manchester United, they're back. They came back. 2 goals down, 4 minutes, and they came back and they won. But when it's Arsenal that comes back, all these arguments comes up. No problems. Yeah, we'll move
What
on
do you
to the
mean
next
what
one.
arguments came
See,
up?
yeah,
You
let's talk about
scored 2
Chelsea Football
goals
Club. No problem.
after added time.
No argument. No argument.
What's the
Okay.
debate?
Let's
What's
go into
the no
Chelsea, yeah,
what's the no
guys.
argument? What's the no argument?
What are you saying, bro?
There's no argument. There's
You
no
guys-
argument.
I don't get what's the I was just asking because you
No,
said no
if-
argument. What's the
We're just
argument?
making points.
If
It's
Manchester
Tony that wants to
United
try
comes
and.
back, yeah,
Are we going to talk about Chelsea?
Nah, we'll get there. I just genuinely
Okay.
want to know because he
See, yeah.
seemed offended. Why? Tony, do you think? Do you think? Wait, before we move, Tony, do you think Arsenal can challenge Manchester City? You think you can challenge City?
Yeah, that's a good
We did
question.
that, my brother. We did that last season. They won us with 5
No,
points.
I know
We
you
did that last season.
I know you did that
And you
last
came
season.
third.
That wasn't the question.
Can you do that this season?
I'm just asking you again. If Arsenal could defend like you, Tony, geez, you lot would have a stonewall defense. Can Arsenal challenge for the league title this season? That's all I'm asking.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, no.
That's all I was asking.
Challenge for that title this season.
He has answered.
I was
That's
asking.
a good answer.
No
That's
problem,
it.
man.
These Arsenal fans, man,
Flawless.
hella defensive, man. Hella
Flawless is a
defensive.
wind-up guy like me, man. I love this guy.
No,
Why
it's
am I
not.
wind up?
He's a wind-up guy like me.
Flawless, you know what it is? Flawless is
He's a
keeping it real.
merchant like me, man.
I watched that game and I didn't fear. No, Flawless, and no disrespect, when we played the second half, we were lucky in the first half, but second half, we completely played you, man, off the park.
Yeah, you were the bad team.
That was
You
a
the bad
fact.
team, 100%.
I can't say the same thing about Arsenal in that game. Sorry.
First?
I can't. What I'm saying is decisions.
Good, guys.
Decisions when, if that goal was a goal, it's over. So I was pissed for Ten Hag having to come out and chat to these men after such a game. Do you get what I'm saying? Arsenal, you will be grateful for the 3 points, but there's nothing to shake your bum about. Nothing to shake your bum about.
Okay. We'll get back to that later because FX is down here. See, we're moving to this Chelsea matter. Yeah. See, Chelsea, £1 billion spent on this team. Yeah, let's get that correct. Yeah, £1 billion spent on this guy. Yeah, threw away your deadwood to teams like Manchester United. Yeah, whether we like it or not, you threw Mason Mount down there. Well, he's on the injury table down there. Yeah, in the goddamn infirmary. Threw a so-called Kai Havertz to my team. Right now, I don't know where to play this guy. You damaged this guy's identity so bad, yeah, that we don't even have an idea where to even play this guy. Whether we should put him in central midfield or left, or whether we should put him as a striker,
Next
or whether
time, don't come
even as a
after
defender.
Tony, you out here defending Kai Havertz.
The only position yeah, that Kai Havertz never played, yeah, in Chelsea Football Club, yeah, is as a goalkeeper, yeah. Let's just get that correctly. You guys damaged that guy real bad. Good. You threw your deadwood to these guys, yeah. You gave him to us. I get
and
that.
your club we didn't throw them. Your club put in a bid for them.
See,
Arteta wanted Kai Havertz.
We funded your move for Caicedo. You now have Caicedo, yeah. You now have Lavia in that team. You have Chukwuemeka in that team. See, you have all the goddamn players in that goddamn team. Your midfield, Gallagher, down there. Enzo is down there, yeah. Caicedo down there, yeah. See, tell us, you've been beaten at home at Stamford Bridge by Nottingham Forest. Take us through that, my brother, man. You have lots of shalaying to do. Shalaye, my brother.
Okay, first and foremost, before I even start on Chelsea, this your Arsenal guys. Even I was just listening to a pod, One Touch TV guys.
You're on Real Talk, my
Sunday
brother,
TV.
man. If it was a friendly show, we'd get it popping.
Yeah, and the Arsenal guys, I agree. The Spurs were saying it too. The Arsenal guys are really shaking their bum and really. They say they're once again they're back, and you guys are the most feared club. No problem. I thought it was Manchester City, but all of a sudden you guys are the most feared club now. No problem. But let's put that aside. I feel that's why you're coming at me with all these that we threw Havertz. Look, you guys came for Jorginho. We gave him to you. You came for Kai Havertz. We gave him to you. Your coach
Mm.
seems to see something in certain technical players that we have. He came for David Luiz back then when he first joined the Arsenal. He also came for Willian, to who now plays very well for Fulham. So these are guys that we've rinsed and used. Peter Cech, we used Peter Cech for 11 years before he joined your club. You guys love getting coming to get players from our club because we're a championship winning club. We made those players. That's why you want to get those players so they can actually elevate you. So I understand that. The Kai Havertz situation is I can understand why your coach went for him. He wanted to change the dynamics of how Arsenal also plays this season from last season, and he wanted like a supporting striker. So someone that can play behind the number nine, which is essentially what Kai Havertz plays. Unfortunately, he played in different positions, mostly used as a number nine for us, and that didn't favor us really. When we bought him from Stuttgart, we knew quite all right what he was. It's like a number 10 who drifts into the midfield, but also goes into the into the final third. You know, a technical player, but unfortunately, Kai Havertz, if you want me to just define him, he is not a serious footballer. He's not a serious athlete. Someone that
FX,
actually takes
FX, FX,
football
FX, FX.
serious.
You're dodging the question.
So
FX, you're
I'm
dodging the
going there. I'm
question.
going there.
FX,
I'm
you're
going
dodging
there.
the
Calm down.
question.
He's doing
At
a you, Tony,
see
man.
at
He's doing a you,
Stamford
man.
Bridge.
Calm
At
down. Calm
at
down.
Stamford
I'm
Bridge,
going
we were
there. I'm
beaten. We
going
were
there.
beaten.
I'm
We
going
were
there.
beaten by
I'm
Nottingham
going
Forest.
there.
You
I'm going
spent
there.
over
Thank you.
£1 billion.
Thank
Please
you.
talk to us. If
Yeah.
Flawless could get
So
this stray
we,
bullet, you too
I,
can get this stray bullet.
I,
The-
I,
Tell
I
the
can.
fans how come you've
Can you
spent
stop
£1 billion
interrupting me and
on
let me
that
finish?
team? Yeah,
Let me
I
finish.
know. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Okay.
You have to
So
answer. You have
okay,
to answer the
okay.
question.
Then let me talk now. Are
You
you
gonna
gonna
get
let
this
me
work,
talk?
my brother, man. You gonna get this work.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But I have to go soon. So now you did
FX, don't
waste
worry,
my
man. We
time.
gonna get him back when we talk about Arsenal. Don't
Yeah,
worry
it's
about it,
alright.
man.
No,
Give it
it's
time, man,
alright.
innit? Because we gonna press him about this
So
Arsenal.
look,
Can they win the
man.
league title? Don't worry, man. We gonna
I
press
agree
him.
that I've been going around in circles around Kai Havertz. But yeah, Todd Bowley has splashed the cash on this football club in the last 1 year. He bought this club last year, May. So it's a year
Mm.
and 4 months per se that he has bought this club, and he has spent over a billion. Let's just say £1 billion, yeah, more or less. And
Yeah.
do I like the amount of players he has bought? No, I don't. Do I think it's too much? Yes, of course. Do I think it's too he has made brash decisions and rash decisions and even made mistakes? Of course he has, even from last season. From going to Graham Potter,
Yeah.
sacking Tuchel to moving to Frank Lampard, all wrong moves and all that, and the likes of signing Ryan Sterling for that huge amount and giving him that salary to Khalid Koulibaly and the likes. Those were wrong buys and all that. And then you go for Fofana, who's injury prone. You buy him from Leicester. You don't do all your proper homework. We don't get a director of football on time. So it's Todd Bowley that is signing the players. Then we
Yeah.
now eventually get a director of football. Then we sack him after like 6 months, and eventually now hire two more. So we have two directors of football, and we've signed about 35 to 40 players. The Caicedo move, we've been chasing Caicedo since last season, just like Arsenal. The truth is, Arsenal
Yeah.
put in a bid of 70 million and walked 75 million or so, and Brighton walked away. That was it. From then on, we knew that Caicedo was going to be high. So Brighton milked us. We've made mistakes in signing the likes of Cucurella now, who's struggling to even start for Chelsea and all that. So our owner is a venture capitalist. He has signed a lot of players too because he also wants to. It's like second-hand value. He also wants to ensure that he's buying young players that have second-hand value that he can resell to. He also has an eye on
Mhm.
FFP. So it's a lot. But the truth is, he's not a football person, and it has affected this club with those rash decisions. He's thinking like a venture capitalist. He has rushed to buy so many players. We've gone through 3, 4 coaches already, and finally, okay, now we have Pochettino, and we're still just rushing and buying too many players at the same time. It's too much. It almost feels like a roller coaster circus. So yes, we'll get excited about one or two buys. Oh, Latvia. Oh, yeah. Liverpool went to hijack Caicedo, but Caicedo went to join our club. Fine. We've got that pull factor. We're still a big club, no doubt. But the last season was an eye opener. Finishing 13th it wasn't just football. Our football was horrible, but because of what Todd Bowley did to the club last season, you know, we were not fit enough. Our preseason was shit. You shouldn't have sacked Tuchel. Then again, you understand. So all those mistakes have been made. A refresh start this season, but unfortunately, he's done it a bit strategic, but still a bit too much. So at that, where we are, we will lose to teams like Nottingham Forest. They are a more established Premier League side. We're a new side altogether. We've sold like 14 to 15 senior players, guys that have been at the club for since they were 6 years old. Mason Mount, Loftus Cheek. You know, we've sold the spine of our side. N'Golo Kante still had 1 or 2 seasons left in him, but because we looked at it at the injuries and all, we decided to cash out and let him go to Saudi Arabia. The likes of Mendy too, who had a year left, the goalkeeper. If we were going to give him a new contract, he was going to ask for 100 or to be like Kepa. So it was best to sell him on and all that. So all that we've lost a lot of key players. So we're a new side. So I expected us to even draw against Nottingham Forest. I won't lie. They're an established side. They're very similar to us too. They bought a lot of players, man. But they brought a lot of Premier League experience, and also they survived. And then rich form. They should have beaten Manchester United last week. They were just a bit naive and more or less they were how like that's it, inexperienced and naive because they had the game. Taiwan, I wouldn't use looking like a beast of a striker. So man, Pochettino still hasn't gotten it right with formations as well. He's still trying a back three. We should be playing a back four, a 4-3-3 formation, all that. So there's a lot going on in the club, and eventually it will take time. It's a rebuild.
Are you gonna get top four? Are you gonna get top four this season? Are you
Of
gonna get
course
top
not.
four this
Of
season?
course not. Of course not. Only a delusional fan, a delusional supporter would expect us to make top four. Of course not. We'll not make top four. I don't even expect us to make the top five. If we do make the top five, then that must be somebody slipped. One of those teams slipped, and we made it into a fifth or sixth position. But realistically, I think this team might finish seventh, sixth or seventh, because this team is very young. We are the youngest. We're the youngest in the Premier League now. So whereas we're younger than the Arsenal squad now. So guys, man, I am super patient and ready to take all the punches that we can go for this season. There's no problem. I've seen a lot of success with this club in the last 10 to 15 years. I've enjoyed it. So there's no problem to go through a rebuild, a muddy waters, whatever, anything. I'll take it. I'll take the punches. Nothing to happen. I'm done.
Nothing they happen. See, FX man, FX. Thanks for coming down to the show. Probably maybe I'll get you in
Real talk.
with on the Minority Report so that me, you, and Deji Sports can chop it up. Yeah, one of these days. So
Yeah, I want
big
to
ups
hit.
to
I
you,
want to
man.
fuck
And
it
please
up
shout out where
for
shout out
sure
where people
though.
could find
Sorry
you
for
before you
swearing
leave,
though.
man. FX. No props, man. No props, man. Just
No,
shout
of
out where
course you
people
guys
could
can
find you,
catch
man.
me on. You can catch me on Tunnel TV for sure, FX, and you can also catch me on my socials at Babafemi underscore FX. That's BABAFEMI underscore FX. All social media platforms go coexist with that name. So Twitter, Instagram, and what's it called? Facebook, YouTube. Yeah, that's me. But yeah, big ups. I have to go
Facebook, YouTube.
unfortunately because
Okay. All right.
I have
Yeah,
another
sure,
family
man. Big
meeting.
ups.
Yeah.
Flawless, it was really nice meeting you, man. Big ups,
Yeah.
nice one, G.
Same to
Deji
you, man. Same to you.
Spurs. Well, you
Yeah.
take over. You
Big
came in
ups,
late,
FX,
so
man.
you
Definitely
you
you'll be
come in
coming
for
back.
me, man.
Yeah. No.
Nice one. Definitely, Tony. I enjoyed this. I definitely would come back
Big up.
because I want Yap Spurs
Yeah,
and
definitely.
Arsenal for this
Big
show,
ups, man.
but
Yeah.
too bad.
Definitely.
Yeah, right. I
We
know,
would.
Probably maybe
I
next
would
time,
love
man.
to hear FX. I would love that because I would love to hear your opinion as a Chelsea fan. From where you are, maybe looking at Tottenham and Arsenal and the way they play football. what we need to do, what Pochettino needs to do to get you playing like us. So I would love to do that show with you, and for me, to give my advice on how Chelsea can improve themselves. So let's make sure it's
he'll
sooner
come to
rather
the
than
Minority
later.
Report.
Yeah.
Say Chelsea will improve
Yeah,
themselves.
definitely.
Your former coach has
All right,
joined
big
my
ups,
club
man.
to win titles that he couldn't win at your club, man.
Yeah, and he's doing a great job. He's doing a great job.
Man, pattern up, man. Pattern up, man. Stop that.
I'm just saying.
All right, man. Flawless.
Guys,
Big
big
ups to
ups,
you, man.
man.
FX,
Bless.
man. Take care, man.
Big
One
up.
love. Yeah.
Love.
FX.
I'm
See,
just saying.
FX. It's me, you. It's me. See, FX, yeah. Sorry, Flawless. It's me, you, and Deji Sports. Yeah. It doesn't get better than this, yeah. See, Flawless, yeah. Just tell me, yeah. What do you think about this Chelsea team? I know FX is already out, but we're seeing this Chelsea stuff before we're going to Tottenham. Yeah. What do you think about Chelsea, man? Losing to Nottingham Forest. Yeah. I know you beat, of course, fair and square. You beat Nottingham Forest, yeah, But still, man, £1 billion spent. The team still looks like shit. Can't defend. Their midfielders looking like shit. Caicedo looking like a guy draped in chicken blood. What's going on with that team, man?
It's a new manager, whole new team, and it's showing. Because I actually think they have some quality there. Have they spent the billion well? No. That's why some of the players they bought have already either been sold. I think a lot of them have been loaned out as well. Obviously, they're linked up to Strasbourg. But yeah, Poch's got a tough time on his hands. Yeah, they got a decent goalkeeper. I think from a defensive standpoint, they're okay. And I think signing Caicedo, even though he's been poor, obviously signing Lavia, he'll get up to speed, and you got Enzo. They're fine in regards to defend from goalkeeper, defense, and midfield standpoint. Chelsea's problem is goals. And I speak to a lot of Chelsea fans. I have a lot of Chelsea fans on my channel. Salute to them all. Lewis being one, Carefree Lewis GU, a lot of people will know. And I've said it all the time when it comes to Chelsea. Goals is their problem. They don't create enough. They don't score enough. And as gassed as they were about their window and them getting rid of their deadwood, which they did a phenomenal job with, selling Mason Mount to Manchester United, selling Kai Havertz to Arsenal, all them players they let go to Saudi Arabia and players they let go. So they did a great job. And even the players they brought in, I think was good. Like I just mentioned, Caicedo and Lavia, two midfielders I would have took at my club in a heartbeat because they improved. But yeah, they improved my midfield tenfold and they improve that Chelsea team. But their biggest issue is creativity and goals. And that's what they don't have. Take Sterling outside of it, take Sterling away from it. He's the only one who has ever consistently created and scored at a high level. Look at their team. This is why they scored 38 league goals last season and they've not added enough. Like, that's just what it is. And I was telling Chelsea fans this, and some Chelsea fans thought I was just hating. And I was like, nah, this is the facts of the matter. The same issues they have in their forward line is the same issues Manchester United have.
It's the same.
I said I've seen this before. It's the same at my club. The same thing I complained about and banged on about all summer long was Manchester United. We don't create enough. We don't score enough. And I look at that Chelsea team and it's the exact same. Who's scoring consistently? Who's creating consistently for them to win matches? And we're seeing that play out.
True.
Deji, do you think Flawless is on point on that one, man? Chelsea Football Club looking thirsty as hell.
First and foremost, I just want to make a public declaration that I could give a damn about what Chelsea is doing this season, and I think they had this coming. But what I will say is, I agree. They've got good players. I actually had a conspiracy theory because if you remember the battle at the bridge when Hazard scored that last-minute goal, Pochettino was livid. I was livid, and we basically said, as a community, we hate Chelsea. And for Pochettino to take that job, I was like, right, has man forgotten the battle of the bridge? Or has man gone in to do an inside job? Right now, if Pochettino has gone in to mess things up at Chelsea, he's doing a fantastic job. Let the Chelsea keep telling them patience, be patient, be patient, be patient. But really and truly, deep down, you don't want to see their success because it don't make sense. Everybody who knows Pochettino knows he's 4-2-3-1. When did he become Conte in disguise? When did he start playing this little three at the back thing? I've never seen it. Hardly ever at Tottenham did he deploy such a system. What I will say though is I agree with my bro. The problem is Chelsea fans, a bit like some Man U fans, and a bit, I feel like they have lost the expectation. Back in the day, you expected big players to do big things. I looked at Nicholas Jackson, and I knew this brother is a 10-goal striker. Chelsea fans had me believing that this brother was Drogba in the sky, reincarnated 2.0 Drogba. And I'm looking at it, guys. I don't think so. Then they want to blame it on Nkuku. With a £1 billion squad, you can't say that you need one player to start banging in goals. That don't make no sense. So for me, I hate Chelsea.
It doesn't make no sense.
To see them suffer. And it's good because you know what it is? Last season and the season before, we talked about the fact that Chelsea bought their way to even be in the conversation. That's the truth. They bought their way to be where they are. And then these men tried to take it a step further. They tried to blitz all of us out of the water with these 8-year contracts. And it could have gone two ways. They could have battered it up or it could have just been a flop. So far, it looks like a flop. I hope I agree with FX. I see Chelsea finishing 7th or 6th. And it's just going to take time. But those players are good players. And under the right system, Chelsea will cook and they will bad up a lot of teams. What I'm hoping for is that...
Good. As far as I'm concerned, Chelsea could go fall in the bridge. They could go fall in the bridge. Flawless, man. See, I'll bring you down here. Yeah, flawless.
But what I will say is... It's a breath of fresh air to see that maybe money doesn't always buy you success. I'm looking at Postecoglou and the job he's doing at Spurs on the shoestring, and I'm looking at the 1
that's
billion.
Our next topic.
If you could choose between the two teams, you want to be where Tottenham is right now, Chelsea fans. Let's just be real. You want to be where we are. Do you get me? Because
you know
right
what? Yeah,
now,
let's go to Flawless. Let's go to Flawless and see, because Deji, you will come back to that argument. Yeah, see, Flawless. Yeah, see, you've seen Tottenham Hotspurs. Yeah, you've seen how they play. These guys have beaten you this season flawlessly. Yeah? So let's don't act all, glory, Manchester United. Yeah, you've taken your beating from them this season.
He's such a hater. Such a hater. You know what I'm saying? Such a hater.
See, yeah, flawless, man. Flawless, yeah. See, you've taken a beating from Postecoglou this season.
Yeah, they beat us.
Look at how they're playing. Look at Pape Sarr. Look at how they're playing. You can see that this manager has got the players that he wanted in the middle of the park. Yeah. Revived Bissouma. Yeah. He revived this guy. Son is scoring a hat trick in Tough Moor. Yeah. Last time I checked, that ground is a difficult place to go to. Yeah. Revived them just last week. Yeah. See, do you think these guys are slowly getting into that conversation for top 3? Do you respect their hustle, Flawless?
I don't think. I want
to know what you think.
Yeah.
You think?
I don't know. Of course, yeah. Of course, I'm gonna give my opinion. You know me. You've watched me often enough. You know I'm gonna give my opinion. I didn't know too much about Ange Postecoglou going into there. What he's done so far, they look good. I'm saying it's not easy to go away to Burnley and score 5. I've watched him on numerous occasions. I watched him opening day against Brentford, even though they drew the game 2-2. They impressed me. Obviously, I watched them against us as well, and I was like, all right, it seems Postecoglou's got them moving. In regards to, it's mad that you mentioned the central midfielders that they've got in there, because I wanted 2 of them at OT. I banged on all summer long. I wanted James Maddison. I said, that's the player we should go and sign, because I think he's a quality player. And now he's at a better team with better players around him.
Guys, Flawless is cooking.
So that's not a surprise. Basuma, even though he had a first poor season there under Conte, and you know what Conte can do. When Basuma was at Brighton, he's another one. I wanted him at OT. I said this. I said, go and get Basuma. So it's no surprise putting those 2 together, and they've added in Sarr, and then you've got Son. Adogi looks good, the fullback. And when I seen him against Brentford, I was like, who's this fullback? And my co-host knew about him and was telling me about him. Same with Van de Ven. He looks like a good signing. So I'm looking at Spurs, and even though they still have some weaknesses there to their game in terms of from a defensive standpoint, I'm not too sure. Even though Son playing central could help them out, I'm not too sure about the rest, like Kulusevski, Solomon. I don't think Richarlison's good, but they're looking good. But in regards to top 3, I think that's a bit of a stretch. But I think they could have a good season. I think they could definitely have a good season.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say top 3.
Who said
What's
top
a good
3?
season to you, Flawless? Before Deji Sports comes in, what's a good?
I think you said a good season for Spurs.
What's a good season for you? What's a good season for you in terms of ranking? In terms of ranking, what's a good?
In Spurs, if Spurs finish, where did they finish? 8th last season. So if they finish top 6, this is a good season for them. 100%. Manager new in, implementing a style of play, getting most out of their players, because they've legit gone from footballing terrorist to footballing terrorist to footballing terrorist. They had Jose, they had the guy from Wolves, Nuno, and then they had Conte. So for them, man, and over Deji and Spurs fans I talked to, it's a breath of fresh air having an attacking manager in there. So to me, if they finished, considering they finished 8th, top 6, and the FA, like, they should have targeted the Carabao Cup, but that's a whole different conversation. But winning the FA Cup for them would be great. But if they finish top 6, good season, 100%. Them back in Europe, and then you build from there.
See, Deji, when a legend like Flawless, wax lyrical about Tottenham Hotspurs, man, something is in the house, something is cooking,
bro. I mean, it's not just the fact that Flawless is also wax lyrical. The fact of the matter is, Flawless has eyes, and he's been watching the Tottenham games, and for the first time in my lifetime, Tottenham have had the first 4 games. We've had the most ball possession in all of those games. Let that sink in. Then Romero, who I reckon can be on par with Saliba. Just last season, he was a little bit erratic, and that was under erratic management. Hasn't picked up a single yellow card this season, and all of a sudden, he looks like a different player. And so what you're finding is that actually Ange Postecoglou, who I haven't been given any love for, and I'm still on the fence, what he has done is, I would even go as far as to say I would take 8th with this football, because the football was so dusty before that I just couldn't take it. I don't think if we finished 4th, the fans would still want Conte gone under that dusty football. So the fact that we're playing ball, we're having more ball possession, we're creating chances, we're having shots at will, is just a breath of fresh air. And then the fact that we're winning. Look, Flawless, big up to you, because I can tell you what the Tottenham do. You said exactly what I've been saying. Tottenham have done what they have done so far with 8 men. We do not have a front 3. I'd add Son in there. Don't get it twisted. Son ain't been about. Kulusevski ain't been about. Richarlison, none of them. They ain't been about. Yeah, Son got a hat-trick, but nobody is shaking their bum violently for Son. We've seen this before. He'll score goals and then he'll go missing for another 5 to 6 games. I just hope we just keep it moving. What I will say, though, is my chest is a lot more upright compared to before. And after watching how Arsenal performed against you, man, and the way they struggled, I'm not going to lie. Tony, it's long. It's looking long for you Arsenal fans. You're not the same team. I told you last season was a freak season. You try to have man up. Right now, you need to be shivering your timbers right now, bro, because when you play some good teams, it is long for that Arsenal team. But for me, Postecoglou, Maddison, basically, because of Maddison, I don't miss Kane. What I do, though, is I have a regret around Kane. Could you imagine if Kane was still in this team with Maddison cooking the way he's cooking? It would have been long. I reckon whoever said top three with Kane in the team. Right now, I agree. I'm going for anything above 8th. So if we get 7th or 6th this season, it's progression. And if Spurs go further than that, fantastic. But I have to say, Arsenal fans, you don't want that international break to come too quick. You don't want it to be over too quickly. Right now,
we get into Arsenal. So we can wrap this up because, of course, I've kept Flawless here for over an hour. So, See, guys, we're going to this last one. Yeah, it's Arsenal Football Club. Yeah, see, Deji Sports. Yeah, no matter how you talk, You dye your hair like, Cisco's tongue song, yeah? How you shake your bum for Tottenham Hotspurs violently.
Shake it, man.
See, yeah, man. See, Deji Spurs. We just beat one of our biggest rivals, yeah? At home. Manchester United represent that block, yeah? Our biggest rivals, yeah? See, you're not my rival. Manchester United is my rival. Yeah, and they came down to the carpet and I beat them 3-1. I don't care how you guys want to talk about the game, how the game went, how Manchester United fans are channeling all these excuses. Come on, man. You guys
No excuses. You
have
won the game and
VAR.
deservedly so, man.
You guys
deservedly
have
so.
VAR in your pocket.
Hey,
You guys
Tony.
have
You
VAR in
Tony,
your
you won the
pocket.
game, man.
You guys had Anthony
Tony,
Taylor as the referee.
You won the game.
Come
What's
on,
your
what
point?
are
I
you
don't
talking
understand
about?
your point. You won the game.
Manchester United fans, yeah, are saying that offside wasn't an offside.
It wasn't though.
Can you believe it?
It was onside though. Can I just make one quick point? Can I make a quick point?
Go on, Deji. Go on. Yeah,
Flawless, it's with love. I say this, but I'm saying it with love.
Yeah, of course.
Arsenal
This
haters.
current
Arsenal
Manchester
haters.
United, this current Manchester United team is probably the dustiest team I've ever seen in my life. Because what I see is individuals, but the team don't make sense. Eriksen, Cassidy. When you name the players, you just think, how does this work? How does this fit in? The only decent player that I actually quite like Onana. I think he's a brilliant keeper. Left foot, right foot. My man is making assists. You know what I mean? He's good. But everything else, disjointed. I mean, you're starting Martial. Martial's been there for 22 years. His kids have gone to university. That's how long he's been there. Then you've got Rashford. He's on the left. Who's
Johnny
on the right?
Evans having a comeback into that team.
We know ain't gonna
Johnny
do nothing.
Evans, dead defenders
then you're
coming
on
back from the dead
Varane
to Manchester United.
To be honest, what I would say, the Man U's problem is that the players they've got in their team are not Manchester United worthy. They are below the Manchester United level. Don't lie to yourself. And I think Man United fans, they can see it, but it's almost like cognitive dissonance. They know these players are dusty, but somehow we got Champions League and maybe no. I had someone try and tell me that Fernandes is better than Madison. Are they mad?
It's crazy. Yeah.
Are they mad?
I know. I've had United fans tell me that too. I hear you,
stupid. Where did they work that out?
But that's fans. That's fans blind you. Like if we ask, you know what I'm saying? If we ask Tony if Arsenal can win the league,
Flawless, are you going to allow Deji? Flawless, are you going to allow Deji disrespect?
I'm telling the truth.
Fernandes, like,
no, it's not. No, it's not a disrespect. What he's saying is the truth.
I don't think
no. Hold up.
I don't think Madison. I don't think
that's
Madison.
cool.
I don't think Madison is better than Fernandes. I'm sorry.
Okay, Tony, that's fair. The same way. And Tony, the thing is, Tony, that's a prime example of what I'm talking about. Because what Deji said there in regards to Madison being better than Bruno, I've had those discussions with my fan base. But fan bases are blinded by love. Same way, Tony, you think Arsenal can win the league? You lot can't win the league, but you genuinely believe you can. Am I lying?
Yeah, it's true.
Tony, you quiet now?
I said we're gonna challenge.
Cat got your tongue.
No.
Forget challenge. Can you win the league? Don't forget challenge. I don't care about runners up. This ain't no silver medal thing. Can Arsenal win the league?
No.
Yes or no question, my friend.
See, man.
Speak with chess, man.
Yeah, man.
We're gonna challenge. We're gonna challenge.
What's there to debate? Hold up. What is there to debate? Can Arsenal win the league? It's a yes or no question.
Well, we'll talk after 10 games. Right now.
Oh yeah. Now we got to talk after 10 games.
To make all those type of
the only thing I wanted to just say is that
explicit statements.
The only thing I would say,
to you, Flawless.
I will say this:
you can't win the league, man. I mean, you know it.
You know, Man United, in terms of their name, in terms of the history, in terms of what they've done for the Premier League, in terms of what they've done for this country, they always command respect.
Absolutely.
But when you look at that Manchester United team, I would prefer Brighton's players. I would prefer Brighton starting 11 than Manchester United starting 11. And that's where the problem is. Manchester United was the Galactico of England. The best players come to United. And what you guys have are dusty players who are average, past their time, and then we want to make it something. I told a Man U fan the other day, I don't rate Varane.
Yeah, that's
but
wild.
these men are shaking their bum violently for Varane. Wan-Bissaka is a right back that defends but can't go forward. We've got Luke Shaw, aka The Thing, from the Fantastic Four. And we've got Martinez.
You're out here disrespecting legends. You're out here disrespecting legends that you don't have.
I'm crying for
what are you talking about? Varane is a multiple winner, Champions League winner.
That's the only thing I disagree with him.
Down with injuries.
I understand what Deji's saying.
That Manchester United have.
That's the only thing I disagree with is Varane.
I'm speaking facts.
I hear everything that you're saying, apart from the only thing I disagree on is Varane.
They're not Man U level. That's the point being. For me, I expect to see Jude Bellingham, Camavinga, ballers those are Man U type players. So until Man U fix the squad,
I agree.
And then Eric Ten Hag, I'm not gonna lie to you, and I know it's not about charisma, but this guy is as dry as United's football. Crikey. The brother dry, man. The brother dry. I'm done. I mean, he's so dry that my lips was dry watching him speak. And that's the problem for United.
See, guys, we've passed the 1 hour mark. We can't be able to go to Arsenal. We'll keep that for later on. I know Flawless really wanted to, rob me all over the floor, but I escaped this one. Flawless, you have to come back to do that, man.
Yeah, we'll come back. Now, you didn't escape nothing. We know where you're at with your team. You know what I'm saying? You didn't escape nothing. I just asked you the question. We know you don't rate your team. It's okay, man. You don't rate Arsenal, but you ain't going to stick your neck out on the line and say they can win the league. You know they can't win the league. I know they can't win the league. Deji knows Arsenal can't win the league. We all know you lot can't win the league.
Arsenal,
you know this. You know what I'm saying?
No. See, Flawless. We'll talk after 10 games. We'll talk after 10 games, yeah?
Tony, you don't believe in your team. Why can't you speak now?
No.
Why can't
you don't believe in them?
Now? The reason why you can't speak now is because you know your team is dusty. That's what it is. Bro, I can't wait, bro. You ain't said it. You ain't said it yet. So let me say it for you. You ain't said it yet. Let me say it for you, bro. You wait until after the international break. Not the first week, but the second week. We've got you, man. Don't go running anywhere. Don't go running anywhere. Tunnel TV, all the man them. Come, let's watch the game together. Where are you going?
Ladies and gentlemen, flawless in the house, yeah. Deji Sports in the house. Can it get better than this, yeah? See, guys, yeah. Arsenal fans, don't listen to Deji Sports winding all of us up, yeah. Arsenal will come good. I'm seeing
come good to do what? Wait. No. Arsenal will come good to do what?
Exactly.
We don't just say empty statements out here. So Arsenal will come good to do what?
Flawless. I'll talk to you about that after 10 games.
No. Let's talk about it now. What Arsenal will come good to do what? What? To come good to do what? What are they gonna do? Why are you stuttering? It's a simple question. It's too early to what?
It's still too early.
To come good
teams
to
win
do what?
leagues in 4 games. No.
I never said to win the league. I just asked you a simple
question. You don't win the
question.
Premiership.
I never said you don't win.
You don't win.
You don't win
the
Premiership. You don't win the Premiership after 10 games. You don't win the Premiership after 10 games. So why we wait until 10 games?
No, 10 games is that parameter that would give me the technical know-how to know. Okay, this is the trajectory of my team. This is how we're coping. This is how we're coping with our Thomas Partey. This is how we're coping with our strikers firing on all
This is
cylinders.
you copying right now, man. You know you ain't winning the league. You ain't winning the league.
No.
Flawless. I know you agree.
Flawless, I agree. I agree to your
I know you agree.
I agree to your taunts. But you know what, Flawless,
Speak with chest about your club. Speak with chest about your club. About your club, Tony. Speak with chest about your club. What is your club going to do?
Flawless, I'll be in that top 4 and you won't be in top 4 this season. How about that?
I agree.
Flawless.
I agree.
You agree? Good.
Now what? Yes, I agree.
Good.
So what, you celebrating top 4, yeah? Is that where Arsenal are at? You celebrate top 4, yeah? Is that where you're at, Tony?
No, I'm not celebrating, but I'm just saying that your team isn't
My team's not good.
isn't going
I
to
agree.
challenge this season.
Can I
That's
ask
what
a
I'm saying.
question?
Your team ain't gonna challenge.
Can I ask a question real quick? Because
Your
before
team
we
ain't gonna
go, there's a
challenge.
couple of golden nuggets that we're getting
Talking
here. So I
about-
just want to ask this question to everyone in the chat. Big up to you. Like and
Golden
subscribe to my
nuggets.
brother's show. Listen, I'm asking a question to the chat and to Tony. If Arsenal finish 4th this season, would you all accept that last season was freakish? I need your responses real quick before we go. If Arsenal finished 4th, was last season a freak season? Answers, please. Tony, can you, whilst it's coming through, can you give us your assessment on that real quick?
See, DJ, I don't know what you're talking about right now, man.
what's this
I don't
guy
know what
doing?
you're talking about.
You know
But
what
you know
it is,
what?
Deji?
Yeah, we'll talk about all
Deji,
this
you know what
after
he's
10
talking
games.
about.
We'll talk
This guy
about
just
this
hyping.
after
This guy
10
just
games.
hyped up top 4. Oh, we'll finish top 4. You won't. Is you hyping up top 4? You don't no trophy for top 4. You know that, right?
Tony, it's a simple question. If you
know
finish 4th, was last season freakish? Yes or no? I've had a couple people say no in the chat. You need to explain why. Can't just put no. Wolfgang just came out with no real quick. I need. How isn't it freakish? Because if it wasn't, because if
Yeah, guys,
you
guys,
guys were
don't
legit
listen.
challengers,
Don't
you finished
listen to
second,
Deji
innit?
Sports.
Top
Yeah,
two.
these are enemies.
Now you the enemy is hyping up top 4. You should expect more from your fan base. How much is that from your club? How much is Arteta spent? 700 million. And you're expecting top 4?
See, flawless.
I'm listening. I'm here.
Flawless. When I was challenging Man City last season, where were you guys? Yeah,
this is why.
Where
Why
were
do you
you
keep
guys when I
reverting
was
back to
literally
us? We're
putting up a
bad.
challenge
Yeah.
last
We was
season?
bad. What did you win last season? Did you win last season?
That's what I'm saying. Where did you go last season?
We
And
know
right
what
now,
happened.
I've
Why are
picked
we
up in
talking?
4 games,
Why are we
I've
talking
picked
about
up 3
Manchester
wins.
United and we're talking
I've
about
picked up
Arsenal?
3 wins. I've picked up 3
Okay.
wins and 1 draw, and you
Okay.
guys have
So what
lost
does that
2,
get you?
including
Okay.
lots
Tell
of
that to me,
howlers.
Tony. Tell
He's
that to
rattled,
me.
Including
man.
lots of howlers.
Tell that to me.
Okay,
Instead,
cool.
see, flawless.
that to
Instead of
me.
thinking of Arsenal Football Club right now,
Tony, tell that
I
to
would
me.
just advise you, man. Think about your club. Think about
I'm
getting your
done.
club back to where they should be. Because
I
trust
can't.
me, this season,
I can't get my.
with
Well,
that,
how about you get?
with
No,
that
no,
team
Tony.
I'm
How
seeing,
about you get
with
your
that
club back
team,
to
with
where?
that
No,
team I'm
Hold
seeing,
up.
you're
Hold
not
up. Get
getting
your
top
club.
10 this
Yo.
season.
Okay, we're not getting top
Flawless, you're
10.
not
Cool.
getting top
What are
10
you winning this
this
season? What are
season.
you
How
winning
about
this
that?
season? What are you winning this season? What Arsenal winning this season?
What? Flawless,
What
I'll tell you
Arsenal?
after 10 games. I'll tell you
What
after
Arsenal
10
winning
games, my
season?
brother.
No. What Arsenal winning this season?
After
Because you
10
just
games.
okay. So how come
After
you can
10
say we
games.
wait?
After 10 games.
How can you?
And
Hold up.
Flawless,
So you can make the statement and say United are not finishing in top 10 after 4 games, but we can't make statements on Arsenal. Why not? What's the difference?
Of course, with your showing.
So what you're showing is 3 wins from 4.
Talking, man?
So what you're showing is no. So what you're showing is 3 wins from 4. So that's title winning form. So say Arsenal are going to win the league. Nah, you won't because your team's dusted and you know it. That's why you won't say it. You're too smart for that. Thank you. Don't try this. You come at the king, don't miss.
I'm flawless.
I'm saying.
In the
don't
chat,
come at the king, don't miss. You know what I'm saying?
Big up
Don't
to
ever
you,
bring.
in the chat, Tony.
Don't ever bring a knife to a gunfight. Don't ever.
Tony,
You better bring some artillery. I
know you missed it, Tony. So let me explain to you what your people them are saying in the chat. Your people them are saying that you man were never challengers. You man were really top 4, but managed to finish second. Can you imagine? Look how Arsenal fans are backtracking, flawless. 1 minute these men are challengers. Now, oh no, really, we're top 4. We're really.
You know what's crazy? Deji? You know what's crazy? He made a sweeping statement just then about Manchester United in regards to United won't finish top 10 or 4 games, but he can't give us a statement of Arsenal.
Sam Shafiq, big ups.
You can't make no statements about Arsenal. After 10 games.
You know what? You know what? Yeah, Deji Sports. We have to see, man. We have to bring flawless. You see the whole. Look at the calamity we've caused in the charts. Yeah,
North
I can't
London
even get through the charts.
North London Derby flawless come through before and after.
Yeah,
we need to bring flawless to the minority report.
TJ Warren, all
we need
them
to
cronies.
Bring flawless to the minority report to come and chop it up with us, man.
Get assembled.
We need to bring him, man. We need to bring him,
man.
man.
Get Thomas in.
Ladies and gentlemen. See, ladies and gentlemen, I told you. Yeah, I was bringing a legend to the show today. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Flawless for you.
Flawless.
You see what it brings to the table. And of course, Deji
Flawless.
Sports. See, Deji
You've been
Sports, tell these
absolutely
people where they
flawless,
can
my
find
brother.
you before.
Flawless.
Let's close up
Hey,
this show, man.
Just before you finish,
Tell these people where they
just
can
before
find
you finish, Tony, before you do that, you said to
you. He
Flawless,
doesn't want us
hey,
to finish this show.
no, you said, hey, you've won 3 games and you've drawn 1. Could you also say that to me? Say it to me quickly. Go on, say it to me, bro.
Deji,
Tell me
Deji,
what
I
you've
have no
done.
words for you.
Tell me what
I'll
you've
talk to
done.
you
Just
after
tell
10
me.
games.
No.
I'll talk to you.
Tell me what you've done. Tell
I'll
me
talk to
what
you
you've
after
done
10
so
games.
far. Tell me what you've done so far. Tell me, as Arsenal, what you've done so
Deji,
far.
He's talking about in the first 4.
after 10 games.
Tell
After 10
me.
games.
No, tell me what you've done after 4.
After 10 games. Why do you want me to wax lyrical for about 4 games?
Bruv,
There's no much
just
parameter for
tell
me to
me
judge
what
with.
you've done.
Oh,
Tell me.
But there's parameters for you to say United. Wait. Hold up. So there's no parameters. So there's no parameters for you to say how well Arsenal are gonna do. But that same 4 games is parameters to go what Manchester United are gonna do.
Because United was dog shit last season. Because United was dog shit last season. When you guys were coming up, you guys said, "Oh, we're going to win the quadruple," and you guys came.
Who said that?
You barely came third last season. Barely.
No. Who said we're going to win the quadruple? Hold up. No, Tony. We can't just keep saying things. No, Tony. No. Put names on the bullets. Who said we was going to win the quadruple?
Some man them in your fan base.
Yeah, our fan base is worldwide. It's millions. It's millions. Wait. No. Hold up. Deji, before you go. Our fan base is millions. Who said that? Our fan base is millions. I could do that to you. Okay, your fan base. Okay, your fan base. Wait. Hold up. Your fan base. Wait. Since we're doing that, your fan base told me you are going to win the Premier League and Champions League. Then, so when you don't, that's on you. Then, if we're doing that, we can do that stupid stuff. Come on, man. You smarter than that.
Yeah.
So you're gonna win the Premier League and Champions League. I've been told that by Arsenal fans this year. Yeah. So you're winning the Premier Champs this season, yeah?
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I thought. Yeah, close out the show. Close out the show, you joke, man. Yeah. Close out the show, joke, man. I'm saying, get out of here, man. This guy trying this stupidness, talking about quads.
Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. Flawless will come back, yeah, and then we'll prepare a better 100%. Chop up for him, yeah. See, Deji Sports, talk to these people, man. Before our special guest talk to these people, talk to them, tell them where they can find you, and of course your channel, man.
Yeah, big up to everyone in the chat. They assembled. I love the question. You're right. If Tottenham lose Basuma and Maddison, it's long for us. We don't have a front three. But you know what? There's no point thinking negatively. Right now, the players are fresh and fit. So we'll just keep marching on as the Spurs go marching on. Tony, as for you, you're not showing me the same love as you're showing Flawless. You're able to tell him what you've done in the first 4 games, but you're not able to tell me. Can we have the receipts for this show, please? But everyone, look, I'm coming through this week. Deji Spurs recap of the first 4 games. Please go to the YouTube, Instagram. It's Deji Spurs, and the Minority Report is definitely coming out this week because I ain't letting.
I need Flawless on that one, man. I need Flawless on that one.
For you Arsenal fans, you knew it was coming. I was hoping for the best, and it's long for you, man. So we'll keep it moving. Flawless, my bro. Man needs to come jump on your show, vice versa. Let's cook it up. And let's shut these Arsenal people down, man. I'm done with them, to be honest. I'm done with them.
We'll fight it, man. We'll fight it.
See, guys, Flawless, talk to these people, man. This is your first time on this channel. See, Flawless, man, we love you on this channel, man. Deji Sports is a different cat, yeah. He's family to me, yeah. So it's part and parcel of my channel.
Yeah, I've worked with Deji before, I know him.
So it's a different ball game when it's Deji. Yeah, Deji is family to me and it's my brother. So, Flawless, man, you're new to this channel, man. Big ups to you, man. Big ups. I only have to send you a message for you to just, show your homeboy some love, man. Thank you so much.
Tony, before you go, you got to read Anthony Herbert super chat. Anthony Herbert, big up to you.
Go to the super chat.
Anthony Herbert.
Have you read his super chat?
Big up.
I read his
super chat.
You know, come on.
Yeah. He gave me a super chat. Yeah. And big up to Anthony Herbert. Flawless, man. Talk to these people, man. This is your first time here, and dare yourself to the fans down here, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm getting you on this week.
Yeah, big up for having me. Large up everyone that is tapped in. Make sure you follow me at That's Me Flawless on Twitter and Instagram at That's Me Flawless. And then Sarcasm City TV on YouTube, people. Live every day on the YouTube. Not just covering Manchester United, cover the rest of the Big Six and the rest of the Premier League. So yes, make sure you go over to the YouTube channel. Road to 8,000 subscribers. So we're closing in. So that's Sarcasm City TV. And also as well, Sarcasm City TV across all socials. So Twitter, Instagram, etc. Big up for having me as well.
Thank you.
And yeah, read the super chat, man. Read the super chat.
Yeah. Big ups to Anthony Herbert. Big ups to Anthony Herbert who gave us a super chat, man. £2 down there, man. Big ups to you, Anthony.
Arsenal will not win the league because of Havertz.
Guys, thank you for coming to the show, man.
That's what the super chat. Read the super chat out, man. You know what I'm saying? How come we don't want to read the super chat? What's going on? Read the man super chat. He just donated to your channel.
Why? That's my guy.
Yeah, read the super chat out, man. You can't just pick and choose.
Gives us that £2, and it says Arsenal will not win the league because of Havertz. We'll cover that topic later on, man.
Never a true word said.
Big ups, man. Thanks for popping into the show.
I would love to have a pint with you, my friend. What a statement.
Oh my God. See, man, Deji, thanks for popping into the show, man. Hello. Am I there?
Yeah, you're back now. You're back now.
I'm back. Yeah. Deji, thanks for coming to the show. Yeah, I'm back now. Yeah. Deji, thanks for coming to the show, man. Big ups to you. And Flawless, man, respect to you, my brother, man. I really appreciate it. And please let this be also just a warm-up. Yeah, please pop into this show anytime, man. Become our family down here. We love you down here on this show. Please come and make this place your home too. And of course, you could bring me down to your channel and put me on the firing line, man. I've just seen right now that me and you, we're a pair. Yeah, we're a pair. We could create magic too. So big ups to you, my brother, man. And guys in the chats, without you too, man, this wouldn't have been possible. Yeah. And big ups to everyone. I'll catch you guys soon. Big ups.